Deku did in fact rage quit though. Did she now? That's funny because earlier she was hitting us up for games in the Discord, and I notified everyone that I'm going live in a bit, and she said she's taking a break, you know, do some chores, get some coffee, be back later. No mention of the rage quit though. I didn't stream yesterday, but I did spend a little bit of time in Deku's chat, and I did hop on a call with her to give her a few quick lessons on training mode. But, you know, maybe she deserves to rage quit because I was trying to give her some help in chat, and I got hit with this. She put this in the Discord. Yesterday I learned how to do down forward heavy, and Coach Brian learned never to type LOL in my chat. So just to be clear, I did not type in whatever phrase you see popping up in that message. Those were not words that I typed anywhere. I may have signed off on a message with an LOL and was quickly met with a different message in the chat. Maybe she deserves to be a little tilted. I don't know. So anyways, I've been thinking about learning some Manon. Slime basically informed me that if he loses to Scarra, he's going to end it all. So I feel like I need to learn a little bit of Manon to help him out. And the funny thing is, I did Manon like week 1 of Street Fighter 6. And week 1 of Street Fighter 6, I played Jamie, Marissa, Manon, and then JP, I believe. So my Manon is ranked from back then in day 1, but it's not ranked very high. I have a week 1 Platinum 2 Manon. That was before they did any of the boosted placement matches. So they had placement matches, but I flunked those. And then later on, they added it so that your current ranks of your characters will influence where you get placed. So basically, I never get placed below Diamond now. But back then, they didn't have that. And on top of that, there's no like win streak bonuses or anything. So I remember I got placed in Plat because I couldn't remember any of my buttons or anti-airs. And then I got on like a 25 win streak, and then I got to Plat 2. And that was my one day Manon experience. I flunked the placement matches bad, really bad. And then 25 wins in a row later, I'm in Plat 2. So they changed a lot since then in the rank system to prevent that kind of stuff from happening. And just like, oh, if you get it, you get floated out of those ranks really quick. Do you think you can hit Master 1 hour? I don't think so. Manon is still like a weird character. All right, fuck it. We're going in. This is going to be ugly, but we're doing it for slime. Oh, there's my 11 win streak. Where did that come from? They nerfed this, but nobody knows. No way. Why there? Oh, I forgot how to do that move. I should be doing that, right? Oh, shit. What do I do there? He reacted? Yeah. You guys have funny definitions on what reaction is. Okay, wait. Should I get a medal? What is the quarter circle? What is the move? The quarter circle forward punch? Or hit grab? My 11 win streak from 2 years ago. No! That's so weird that is a knockdown. That's a change, right? From this patch? Quarter circle forward light. I almost did a combo there. Almost. Brother! Buff Manon! Are you kidding me? Adam was right all along. Okay, back heavy punch. Quarter circle forward medium. Quarter circle forward light kick. Or medium kick. There we go. You got a low perfect parry? Alright, I see you. Watch this. Not that. I meant this. Exactly. I'll be dangerous when I don't remember what my moves do, I'm telling you. It was debate at the meter, I swear. What is going on, man? That was almost as random as my level 2. Oh, that does hit? Oh, quarter circle forward, Brian! Alright, GDs. We will remember moves. It'll be painful for a few games, then we will unlock the ways. What do I do here? Oh, I think that's what you do, but I was late. I did a DP. She does not have a DP. She has crushing heavy punch. Crushing heavy punch DP jumps. Why does that move? Why does that move quarter circle forward? I swear to God, it seems like it's such a quarter circle back move. Nice. Why is hit grab quarter circle forward? I don't understand. I did DP again. Nice combos. The muscle memory for DP is strong right now. Quarter circle forward. Quarter circle forward. What is it? Okay. And then... No? Doesn't that go further? I cannot anti-earth crouch heavy punch. I meant to do forward. Light doesn't reach from there. Ah. I don't know any combos, I'm sorry. That is an intoxicating thing to do there. Forward! It's forward! Why can I not remember that move is quarter circle forward? Forward! It just... I swear to God it should be quarter circle back. Why? Why is it quarter circle forward? Quarter circle forward. That move was such a quarter circle back animation. It's messing with a decade of Street Fighter intuition on the inputs. Forward. I don't care if you spin, it's a quarter circle back move. I don't make the rules. Think of it like a Rekka, except it's nothing like a Rekka. What do you mean, man? Forward! I did a DP. I did a DP. Brian, she does not have a DP. When will I accept that she has no DP? Oh no. Going for the toes. When in doubt, go for the toes. Thought I was onto something there. Oh, I did a combo. Okay. Is it gonna kill? Remembering inputs. So what are the gimmicks that people do, though? It's like the... I guess I need to do heavy punch, heavy punch. What? I'm not trying to gimmick that hard, I promise. Ah, I was late. Okay, if I do straight to command grab, I need to do light, though. It'll be frame perfect. Yeah, like that. Well, that was a double perfect, but I don't know how to do my combos. Oh, nice DI setup. Oh no, my man! You could have killed me there too on the punish counter or a donkey kick. Oh, the only donkey here is me though. Damn, that was a double perfect. Rotate. Quarter circle forward. Quarter circle forward. Quarter circle forward is how you do her hit grab. Quarter circle forward. Has anyone told me that? Brother, what? Why are you throw teching there is the question I have. Wow. Okay, nice. Quarter circle forward. I keep doing light there. If they block it, I need to go straight into heavy. Oh no, what a powerful reset. Oh, that combo's a punish counter? Nice. I did a DP. Oh my god, I have no idea what this guy's gonna do. Okay. Where are you counter DIs, Brian? Is it old age? Is it old age? Was that level 2 old age? I would like to see you on your sub 1 hour character in Platinum Rank. I would like to see it. And I would like to see how many DIs you react to. And if it's 100%, but you eat every jump in, it doesn't count. You have to win at the same time. I over buffered. I was trying to use her special anti-air move. I was trying to use OD ballerina kick. Okay. What? You're just gonna fuck it, we palm the victory? Ah, okay. Good time to DP. There we go. What does he mean by ballerina kick? It's like saying Ryu has a karate kick. You're not wrong. Really? I did not know that. Oh, no? Manon puts people in bad positions, huh? Wait, I didn't see the points go up. I hit a 10 win streak and a big sound just played. Am I still in platinum? Plus 570? Okay. I think it bumped me to plat 3 though. Sheesh. Plat 4. Damn. Okay, you just get a rank per match now. Oh no. I'm not ready for this. I'm definitely losing the streak. There's no chance I can stop a Manon with Manon. They're not ready for that. They're not ready for this. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. This is the game plan? This is the game plan? Never mind. You're gonna run away and then randomly jump? But why? Like, this is actually the game plan? Okay. Yeah, your game plan is really not good, and I highly advise thinking about trying something else. All right, GG's. Yeah, this is one of the whenever I see this play style, this always makes me sad. I mean, you know, play how you want at the end of the day, but in general, when I see play styles, you see the whole meta, right? Jump away, get far away from the opponent, and then do random forward advancing move. Manon has an overhead and Manon has a low. And then you can also jump. And then if things go wrong or they try to chase you down too hard, he had the anti-air, which is good. I guess I glues it together a little bit. But that's a horrible play style. Like, that is really, like, if you get anywhere doing that, you will absolutely never progress. It is like just a black hole of never learning. Why am I grilling him? I'm not grilling this guy specifically. I'm just saying I see this place. It's a common pitfall at like this rank for all Street Fighters, for all of them. I've seen this exact same story play out in like every Street Fighter that I've ever played. It's just like you can't back yourself into a corner and then do something random and hope they don't react as a consistent game plan. You will never progress, and you're never even trying things that will give you feedback to learn how to actually control ground and put the opponent in the corner instead. You're putting yourself in the corner on purpose and then hoping they make mistakes. You cannot rely on people's mistakes to progress. Like, that's not, it's just, it makes me sad when I see that. It's just like, it really limits your growth. It makes it so that you just can't learn from what you're doing. I mean, at the end of the day, play what you want to play. But if anyone's watching and they want to like try to curious about improving, if you find yourself doing that kind of stuff, try to hold your ground and push forward and see how you can do that way. That move is kind of a nasty round finisher. I probably should not rely on that too much. Oh my god. That kill. Her jumping is very good. It's hard to anti-air her for sure. Never mind. I just pressed fucking light kick. I jumped in a bit. I pressed my button too late though. Ooh, what do you got? Okay, nice. Oh. None of that comboed. None of that comboed. Nice. I meant to do this. You're dead? Sheesh. Master rank. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would go, to be honest. What are you supposed to do there? I don't understand the combo structure. Oh god, he's doing shit right now. No way, was that mix? What happened there? Nice. Oh, I should have done light. Okay, he's going a little ham and I'm having a hard time keeping up. He's found the secret sauce. Be unpredictable. Well, is this the end? I'm just gonna spend it because I don't know what to do. This won't even kill, will it? No. Okay, that will. We're doing strings. Well, that's a new combo. I haven't seen that yet. The level 3 after the third hit of the Rekka. Into DI? This dude is nutty. Yep. I have to do that. Okay, streak preserved. All right, Manon Master. Once I got the feel for her buttons, that was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Yeah, I got my 20 win streak back after 2 years. Seems like nobody under Master Rank deals with this at all. How do you deal with that? So this is a tick throw. That's all this is. After I do the Drive Rush cancel to the Light Punch, I'm +2 in your face. So the reason why this is powerful is because this sets up a perfect tick throw to the command grab. Being +2 is definitely a magic number in general because it'll beat things like regular, even regular grab will beat things like reversal of jab. So at +2, it's a great frame advantage to be up close for everybody. But Manon's heavy punch command grab is also 5 frame startup. So her light is 10, her medium is 8, and the heavy one is the least amount of range, but 5 frame startup. Meaning if you do this and they try to press a button and you don't suck, it'll counter hit their buttons. So it forces a true mix. The only way out of this is if you actually jump it or you backdash it, you got to go airborne in some kind of way. So you can try backdashing as well, and you can get a punish. Or of course you can do just a invincible move on block. So that's obviously an option as well. So you're forced to do something right there. Or I guess you could drive reversal after the jab, but I wouldn't advise that. So this is good because of those reasons. Now, of course, I can just bait whatever you're doing, or if you try to backdash, for example, I can instead go low or do another button. So that's what makes this so good, because what if I don't go for the command grab? I can actually hit you. But against a lot of the grapplers in this game, it changes with Manon at 1 metal. That's 1700 damage versus this does 2000. So generally the command grab is more scary than the hit for a lot of grapplers in a lot of situations. But in general, you're gonna have to do something. You can't just sit there and take this against grapplers forever. So it was pretty surprising how consistent this was. And I think the thing to think about if you're playing against Manon is when she's pressing this button, you need to see when she goes green. You need to know that a drive rush cancel is happening and there's a mix occurring at some point. Like that's the thing to mentally prepare yourself for. This move, if anything happens after, it's a drive rush cancel. If she just goes back to whatever, she might like try to spacing trap you. But you need to know that a drive rush cancel is potentially coming. So if you see any sudden animation after that, it's a drive rush cancel and a mix is occurring. So I think just mentally preparing yourself against Manon to know that that's happening is super important. You need to see this move and associate this move with drive rush cancel. That is huge. If you get overwhelmed by her offense and don't even know what to look for, you'll just get completely blended and not know what's going on. But just know that after this, if a drive rush cancel occurs, it's mix time, and you should know your RPS options and commit to your option and get your punish appropriately. So the other thing is, if you do have a DP, you can, like, the other thing she can do, which is pretty powerful, is this goes straight into command grab as well. So I have the Cammy here pressing light punch immediately. So she can do drive rush cancel on block straight into the command grab, the light command grab, and it also sets up a perfect frame trap. So there's a gap here where she can command grab you if she doesn't go into light punch, and it can frame trap you with a command grab. Now, if you have a DP, this is why DP OS is so powerful. If you have a DP, you see how I have the Cammy set to do reversal uppercut no matter what? As soon as Cammy blocks something, a DP will come out. This is the DP OS. You should input DP in between the drive rush cancel and the jab hitting. So if she goes into jab, the DP should not come out. You should stop doing uppercut after you block the jab. But if you're inputting the DP and she goes for something with a gap, like a throw, even a regular grab or a command grab, your DP will come out. So whenever I fight against Manon, I'm usually utilizing my DP cancel. It's even more important against grapplers because they have that additional layer of not just going for regular grab on a drive rush cancel, but they could also go for command grab. So the only way for them to stop this is to do some hard call out like that, like drive rush cancel to DI if you have an uppercut. If you don't have an uppercut, you can do that with supers, or you just have to like take the guess for real. Like you're just gonna have to hard call out with the backdash or jump. You can option select a DP. Yeah, I've talked about this plenty of times, and there's plenty of resources out there, but you're not option selecting a DP, you're just option selecting to uppercut if they leave a gap in their pressure. So if I were to switch the characters here, play as Cammy, and then have Manon as the dummy, I can set the Manon to do the same thing twice, or I can have two different strings running which do similar things. So I can have this one do the command grab string, and then I can set the other one to do this into jab. So now I'm gonna put both of these on, and I'm gonna have the dummy do these back. So whenever Manon goes for a command grab, you're gonna see my uppercut come out. But if they ever go for jab, my uppercut is not coming out. Okay, well, I messed it up there. So I will DP every single one of these into command grab. So I'm inputting DP here after the drive rush cancel, but I stop inputting DP when I block the jab, and I go back to blocking. So at least I can shut down an immediate command grab mix. This beats everything. It beats anything that's not a true block string. The only option, this is universal by the way, the only true option out of most mediums to drive rush cancel as a block string is light punch. Everything else people do has a gap in it that you can do an invincible reversal between. That seems hard to do on pad. It is the same to do on every single controller, and there's so many pros that play on pad and do that consistently. Everything is hard to do. No matter what controller you use, you have to practice. I've been getting a lot of comments recently like, oh, this seems hard on pad. I've been getting a lot of those on YouTube. Everything is hard if you don't practice. No matter what controller you're using, if you don't practice that, it's going to seem hard. But like, just know that it's doable, and many players do it on pad all the time. But it takes practice for sure. I struggle to even recognize a drive rush when I try to practice this. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole game. You guys, you need to know what, like I mentioned earlier, the way I think about it, like for anti-Manon as well, is when I'm fighting Manon or any character, usually characters have a primary button they're doing drive rush cancel with. And for Manon, that's stand medium. You have to know that if this button comes out, either she does nothing after, or if she does something, it's a drive rush cancel. So you could also try recording the dummy to do like a random set of strings where all she's doing is standing medium over and over, and then play them all back if you really need to practice that. Like, so there's one. This one has a drive rush cancel mixed in, right? Or let me do that one again. And then maybe this one has a command grab, right? So you can just put those all on and then just like wait for it. See? So you can do stuff like that if you really need to. But you see how I'm also kind of buffering DP after I block the medium punch? Like I'll do that. I'll just buffer like a little DP real quick. But of course, if they're just spamming standing medium punch, you should also take your turn back if you can. So characters do have options. Guessing Marissa can drive reversal. You can't really react drive reversal in time. That's too hard, actually. You have more time to do the DPOS than you have to react drive reversal. If you have perfect reactions to drive rush cancel, you can drive reversal every time. But honestly, generally, if you're like a frame or two off, they go into jab, they're going to block your drive reversal and kill you. It's so for the best people can do with non-drive rush is super, but that's not that good because if they have super, if they also have super, they can interrupt. So you can do that as well. That's universal. But if they do that into nothing, like empty drive rush, the reason why the DP is so much superior is because imagine another scenario where they do this. They can do empty drive rush. Now, normally empty drive rush is really bad here because this is just completely interruptible. But if you see this and then you did super, they can actually potentially, I'm surprised Manon can block there, first of all, but also they can just reversal super if they have meter. That's crazy that Manon can block this. It's a 9, what is that? A 9-frame super? I did not think that would be possible. I guess your super has to be fast enough. I actually don't know how fast the super has to be to punish that. But what they could theoretically do is do drive rush nothing, wait, see your super flash, and then reversal super after. So it's not guaranteed. The DP, because there's no screen freeze, is guaranteed. There's nothing they can do about this. There's no screen freeze, it just happens. So it's really good. Anyways, the main thing is for sure, just be aware that Manon might do a command grab after this, and you have to sometimes commit to options. Yeah, so he needs to just recognize this sequence and press crouching medium kick when that happens. And there's of course this, which frame traps. What is this on regular block? -3. So Manons do this sneaky shit. They do this, right? They go, because they're sneaky scallywags. What if I have vertical jump after, or like, let's do back jump. after, not count, but a few frames of frame delay. Like, let's start with 10. That should be on. Count 1, frame delay 10. That was too much. Okay, 5 frames. Okay, so you can fuzzy jump this. This thing is also always DPable? No? No, because this, they can just do nothing. Oh, that's what you do there? Okay. They can just do nothing. The overhead is very delayable. Sure. Yeah, I guess you're right. They could try delaying it. It's a little mini game because that would lose to buttons for that frame traps. Yeah, he needs to understand the post command grab mix as well. Yeah, after command grab, if this lands, I can do meaty overhead, which is to condition you to allow me to approach and do something else. You can also do cheeky stuff like this. Drive rush into light command grab to make the sequence whiff and secure that. But if you also mix in wake up DI, you can't always do this meaty overhead because that gets punished by that. But they also might walk up and do... Oh, that's what happens there. Can you cancel this into like level 1? No? Yeah, you have to time that really well to avoid that. Kind of a tight timing, honestly. All in all, I don't think Wake Up DI occasionally after the command grab is a horrible move. Yeah, as far as like meterless options, it's not that much. Now they might do this. This is a huge gimmick because this dash is -2, so sometimes they just do this. But that gets funky because you might try to check the grab, and then sometimes your lights could whiff here. Maybe not Cammy's here, but some characters have their lights whiff in this scenario, and then they whiff punish you. But in general, like you can press a medium punch on Wake Up, and that will beat this option. So if you see the Manon dash forward manually, you might want to do a button. Now, of course, they start doing shit like this. Manons actually do this, which is nuts. They do that. So there's also that. And then if they're trying to overload your mental stack, if you're autopiloting the button, they can do that. They can just hold up forward. So that's another option you got to anti-air after. But I would say those are the main options. So the main options after the command grab are going to be the overhead, dash into another command grab, which could be checked, or maybe immediate jump, and then all the different drive rush options, which might be like drive rush, crouching medium kick. So doing that. But for the most part, you could try mixing in Wake Up DI after command grab, I honestly think. And then for the hit grab, it's a bit better. So the overhead is actually not meaty there, huh? I was definitely doing that. You have meaty heavy kick though from the hit grab. So you have that, and you absolutely have walk up heavy punch. Do you even have to walk up? Yeah. So here Manon has like safer meaty options. So once again, I do think that this heavy kick will lose to DI. Yeah. So she does have this option, but that would lose to Wake Up DI. But if they do instead, this should lose if they do heavy punch. And she has other safer poke options. I think she could just walk up crouching medium kick. But dash is also negative. But they might just try to drive rush. Yeah, drive rush crouching medium kick here is pretty good. +2. Yeah. So they get drive rush pressure from that. A lot of the meterless autopilot options lose to DI. And the main thing is like random drive rush. I think the main thing also is like don't be scared to let DP rip if they're drive rush canceling. In neutral, however, she's got really good buttons, but I think Cammy dive kick can overwhelm Manon. Like, you can do heavy dive kick probably at this range if Manon's doing a bunch of heavy kick shenanigans. And then she got no reversal, so you got to maul her. Yeah, I think the main strategy is that in neutral, like, you can bypass a lot of Manon's options because Manon is going to be out here like doing this and this and this. You can just dive kick. It depends on how scary, how good Scarra's anti-recursive forward kick is. Yeah, I mean, technically, Scarra could do that, but like, do you think that's really gonna happen? It's still worth it. You got to represent it. Even if Scarra is good at it, you got to represent it. Heavy punch can beat dive kicks, but it just depends. Heavy punch has no air invincibility, so you'll just lose. So that's why the dive kicks are good. If you try to react, you're just gonna get stuffed. Yeah, it's a slower anti-air. It's a 10-frame anti-air, and it has no air invincibility. So you have to use the you can use the regular anti-air, the heavy punch anti-air, to stop regular jump-ins, but you don't know when it's gonna come. Because she might just dive kick. And like, you know, if I'm out here doing stuff like this, like, see? So dive kick for sure is going to be something that's going to overwhelm Scarra. The main thing is, like, don't fall for, just punish this. The other thing is, after this turret combo, if they do it on block, you must punish it. This is -8, so we already covered this. This Cammy punishes this with crouching medium kick. So you got to see the 2 hits. It pulls you in. On block, you must kill him for it, or at least press jab at bare minimum. Take your turn back. On hit, though, this is another just point blank mix-up situation. If they hit you with that, you got to guess. They can regular grab, they can command grab, or they can go for buttons in case they think you're going to jump away. So you can represent uppercut there, right? You can try to represent lots of options to escape it. You're going to represent jump, you're going to represent reversal, or even backdash. You occasionally got to do something, right? And I think in general, another problem I think beginners have is they see Manon do this, and they don't realize that this is a command grab whiff. See how long it takes before I can walk away? You have so much time to punish it. It might not look like she's doing like a dramatic animation, so I think beginners don't recognize this. Like, a huge part of Manon is just recognizing the moves. This is her command grab. If she swipes the air and she goes, oh no, like, you know, you see the feathers occur, this is her command grab. When that lands, it looks like this. That's her command grab. Same thing with the OD version. Remember, this is a very, very, very punishable move. You need to get a punish if you escape it. So even if you backdash it after this, for example, you get a full punish. You need to kill her. You need to kill her when things whip. A lot of beginners or people inexperienced in matchups like grapplers tend to miss these moments just because of pure like lack of animation recognition. Zangief makes it a lot more obvious when he whiffs his command grab, but it's the same idea. It's the same idea. This is her command grab. She whiffs that. Like, look how long it takes before I can walk away. It's a full 1 Mississippi on recovery. 60 frames there. So you need to kill her. Like she should die. So even if you backdash, you should get a full punish. So say Manon's trying to get cheeky, go for this command grab setup, right? Drive rush, stand medium punch on block straight into command grab. That will beat buttons like we talked about earlier. So you got to avoid that. So if you manage to backdash this, you know, you get a full punish. Whatever the combo may be, right? You have time to walk up there and get the punish. Now, you can't get a jump or anything crazy, but you can walk in to get a closer range punish. You can also drive rush. If you get like a big combo extension from drive rush, you have plenty of time to do a drive rush as well. That helps out your combo conversions. No, you can't jump here. The reason backdash is hedging your bets. Backdashing is less risky than neutral jumping. so you get less reward. Neutral jumping is more of a risk because it loses to meaty grab a lot more easily. Because if they go for meaty grab, they can react to your neutral jump and punish you. But you get more reward because you get a jump in, and in a lot of situations you get more reward. Backdashing or escapes regular grab and punishes command grab, but you get less of a punish on the command grab. So sometimes it's really worth going for neutral jump because you get the actual main combo punish you're looking for. Whereas backdash, sometimes you get less damage from backdash. It's not always the case. It depends on the setup or whatever. It varies in this game because the drive rush changes a lot of things. But in some situations, neutral jump definitely gets you a better combo. Yeah, if you block this though, this is something that should result in an instant death. Low forward drill every time. Or that, whatever. And it's very whiff punishable as well. So definitely something that can be easily whiff punished. But if you walk into it, do not let them get away with that. It can be awkward though, because like I think people panic and press lights. Lights will not reach, you must press a medium. Yeah, you can probably just press heavy. Does that work at every range? Yeah, heavy punch might work at every range for Cammy. Oh, you can just press heavy punch. Cammy's heavy punch goes so much further forward than you realize at first. Okay, that's Manon Cammy, from what I can tell. Maybe we'll send this over to Slime for him to learn.